Yes, so my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are going to watch this our live broadcast. You are all welcome to this live broadcast. Today is on the 8th of February 2026. Our issue here today is about politics in Nigeria. Because as we all know, there has been a debate of so many actions that the National Assembly have carried on that which the people of Nigeria, some of them did not agree or did not go well with the citizen. And the problem which every one of us has been complaining is about the election, or about the how going or how the election will be conducted. And during the process of conducting the election, the Nigerian citizens, they all decide and say that they need the transmission of the results through by e-transmission, and which the National Assembly have taken a side and said that the e-transmission of the result has been on the law, that they are not going to reinforce anything, add to it, or remove anything from it. And of which every one of us, we are aware that during the past election, there was an issue concerning about this transmission of result, which the judge, on his wisdom, says that yes, they cannot use anything calling or saying by transmission of result is not in the law. So from there, the people now decide that anytime there is going to be an election in Nigeria, this issue of a transmission of a e-result of a e should be added into law. But today, due to what we are seeing from the Nigeria House of Assembly, they are taking a decision and saying that now they are not going to add nor remove anything from it, that they are going to leave it the way it is. Despite that they have amended so many, there are so many issues they amend, but the main one that people are complaining about is this issue of a transmission of a result, which it is the big problem that Nigeria is facing. Because they are now saying that if the National Assembly or the so-called APC member, if they are not afraid, why are they not going to accept, or why are they not going to improve the law of this result? Because they have been complaining, and the National Assembly will know that maybe they are looking up to the president by saying that whatever the president, the law give to them, that is what they are going to use. Well, we don't really know, because now the Nigeria civil society group have now come out to say that they are going to occupy the National Assembly if they refuse to answer Nigerians, of which I believe that by then occupy the National Assembly, it is the right thing for them to do. If the Nigeria civil society group organization, they have come out now to say that they are going for a protest to protest to the National Assembly. But at least, first and foremost, we need to ask, where are the opposition party? Where are the opposition party? Why are they not speaking if really they want to contest in the next election? Because we are not be hearing them if they need to contest or not. Because at least this is the time now for them to come out and say that the National Assembly, they should support the people should support the National Assembly, or whatever way, to make sure that the e-transmission of the result it is being added into law. Because according to what the National Assembly president, that the Senate president, what he said so many things that they have not added anything and they are not to remove anything, that the law of 2022 is already there. That is 2022, it is already there. And of which every one of us, we know that yes, there is this law of 2022 that was there, but since that law have not been passed into being, so it is very difficult for you to see that anyone or any judge should use that law. Because please, if you are just joining us, you can help us to share and also help us to like this page. And if today is your first time of coming across our video, please kindly also do us a favor by following our page. It is just free. It costs you nothing. Please just a minute, because as I'm going to share right now, I'm going to share. Just a minute, please. I can give us a thumbs up and share too. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Yes, just as we are saying, because we are going to be reading out what the National Assembly, what they are planning, or what the CSO, what they are NSO, what they are planning to do, because now they are planning to occupy the National Assembly to protest about this issue of result of transmission. It said the coalition of the Nigeria political activists and elder statesmen have launched a fierce opposition to the National Assembly recent decision to include the mandatory electronic transmission of the election results from the Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2026, which all of us, that is what we are saying that they should do. Under the banner of the newly formed Movement for Credible Election, the group described the Senate action as a calculated move to facilitate electoral fraud ahead of 2027 general election. In a press statement released on Sunday, the group media coordinator, James Ezema, declared that the legislative move was not an act of governance, but one act of a deliberate democratic sabotage. The statement reads, the action of the lawmakers is considered by MCA as a direct assault by the National Assembly to subvert the right of Nigeria to freely choose the leaders of their choice, of which we all know that is what the National Assembly is planning. By rejecting the mandatory transmission of the electoral result from the polling unit, the National Assembly has chosen opacity over the transparency, manipulation over credibility, and early transparency over the sovereign will of the people. The coalition of the futures, a who and who of Nigeria's civil society and political reformists, including Femi Falana, Professor Pat Utomi, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Ayuba Wamba, Dr. Usman Bogaji, Shehu Sani, Ambassador Koyo Tanyo, and Veterina Oluwaye Okuniyi. Those are the people who are now planning to occupy the National Assembly, because as the way it is now, everyone can testify that the National Assembly, they are all scared of the incoming election, despite that maybe they have up to 30 state governors. But I see no reason why the National Assembly, why they should be scared of this whole issue of a transmission of a result, because now you can see that even the APC, they are even complaining that yes, they have a 36 state governor, the president is doing well, the president is this, the president is that. If really they know that the president is doing well, why are they scaring? What are they scaring for? Why are they not going to make this application of a result compulsory or mandatory? Because why are they fearing? If the president is doing well according to what most of them are saying, because to me, it is the people of Nigeria that will decide, not only 2 or 3 individuals or a group of people that will decide for Nigeria. Because to me, I believe that by so doing, this will be the best way for Nigeria to select or to elect their leaders, because it's not by maybe a group of people are deciding for millions of Nigeria for electing their leader. Because the way it is today, because these people, those who elect themselves, because the way it is now, it is not. We cannot just say that yes, these are the people we elect, because what they are now doing, it is not. It is not the way that we expect them to. It's not what we expect them to do. Because at least, we can also see that the Senate president, he has been saying all sorts of things concerning this issue of result of election. If really the president is doing well, yes, they know that the president is doing well. I see no reason why they should not apply this whole issue of result or not. Because this is coming too bad. Because at least for now, it is not a forbidden thing to see that any election in Nigeria, it is free and fair. Because today now, no one can easily say that yes, in any election in Nigeria is free and fair. It is not a forbidden thing for us, Africa, or for us as a giant of Africa, because you have been seeing that the Senate president and some of the House of Assembly member, they have been giving some unnecessary excuse, saying that Nigeria is not matured enough. The problem of lying or not lying. Those are some of the excuses that it is not supposed to be given. Because in these days, in this year 2026 that we are, there is no place in Nigeria today you can tell me that maybe we have a problem of a network, which they are now saying that yes, there's a problem of network. Please, good evening, sir. Mama, good evening. How are you doing? Long time. Good evening. You are welcome. Those are the problems that we are having in Nigeria, because they will always say that no, they cannot do it because there is a problem of a network. We know that there is a problem of network, because in most places of today, they get money, but they talk say money the network na problem. Even the typical village of Nigeria today, they still get light, they still receive network there. Even though say network not even they serve, at least by the time you get to where there is network, whatever you are going to send, it will pick immediately. But I believe that is not an excuse that the National Assembly will continue to use to punish the people. Which means if today now they decide not to approve this transmission of result, which means there is no guarantee of a 2027 election. And those who are clamoring for 2027 election, I pray that they should hold their peace, because as of today, we can even see the Minister of FCT, who is a PDP man, that is NSO Wike, inspecting the houses of judges in Nigeria, of which, who does that? A minister is inspecting the houses built by the federal government, built by the current administration, to just as a gift to the judges in Nigeria. Then tell me now, who is going to contest with the president and say he's going to court? Then for you saying that you want to go to court, it means there is no need for you to go to court. There is no how you will say that yes, you win the case, that people will say they want to stand with you, because already the judge has been compromised. So today now, Wike, the FCT minister, inspecting a house, building for judges. The judges who the federal government in Nigeria has been paying a lot of money to as a salary. Then the government again will now also use their own money, build a house and give to those judges. Then you will expect those judges now tomorrow to come and go against the wish of the president. So you see that this is how, and this is where we find ourselves in our country. It is very, very bad. So every one of us, we must wake up to stand and say that this issue of an e-result must be approved by the National Assembly, because we, at least they are the one that is making the law, but at least we are the citizens. Whatever we need, they must approve it for us because it is what we stand for. So we want Nigeria to be a better country for everyone, not for only a group of people. Because now, as you can see, that they have said that the president is working well, that everybody, because you can see in the whole country today, they are organizing the city boy movement, whatever they may call it. Even the opposition party, they are, everybody is trying to organize their own way. But we know that this is a time of politics. But at least if you that is in power, you know that your president or whatsoever that is doing well, why afraid? Why not approve the result? Approve it, then let's test the government, because you cannot be telling people that yes, you are doing well, then you don't want to obey the citizen, of which it is not good. So that is just it. You know, as normal, as we always do for here, we will always go to see some of the reaction that is coming up against this whole issue that Nigeria people is talking about. Let's go and see some reaction that people have been reacting under this Nigeria occupy the National Assembly, and see what the Nigeria people have to say. Because he said that this one is from Olorutuba Elijah Jonah. Then we said, who is afraid of walking Nigeria where the things are done according to the will of the people? Then that is the big question we are asking. Who is afraid of a walking Nigeria where things are done? Because in Nigeria today, you can see that nothing is working, because those people in power, they are afraid to say the truth. I said, please, apart from the activists, what role is needed from the opposition party? Of course, that is what we said before, that the opposition party is supposed to be the one requesting this protest, not the NSO. But when the NSO, they have their own right to also demand whatever they want from the National Assembly. But as of today, who are the real opposition? And those are the big questions we need to ask ourselves, because the ADC, we don't even know who is now the presidential candidate of the ADC. But where people may say that it's too early, because PDP is no go area, because Wike has been saying that PDP is not going to produce any presidential candidate that will challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because we know that today now Wike is the one controlling PDP, because PDP has been under Wike. Wike said that no one is going to contest under PDP, because he doesn't want anybody to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to rule till 2031. So we cannot say that PDP is an opposition party today. So who is now the opposition party? Are you talking of a Labour Party? Labour Party is already a no-go area, because immediately we see that immediately Peter Obi leave Labour Party. No one is even talking of a Labour Party again. But the only party that we are now seeing today, it is just because of maybe because we cannot just say maybe it's because of Peter Obi. It's only ADC that we cannot say is opposition. But we know they are not trying to make sure they also do their abracadabra inside the ADC to cause confusion. Where we cannot say until we know we are here to watch until 2027. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is lucky enough, then it may go well with him, or go well with whoever may be the presidential flag bearer in any other in any other party that is coming up. He said the Senate has not removed any means of transmission. If you want to use a bicycle to carry your vote from one polling unit to the ward center, do so. If you want to use your phone to transmit, do so. If you want to use your iPad, do so. All was said that we should remove the word read time, because if you say read time and there's a grip failure, the network is not working when you go to court, somebody will say it is ought to have been a real time. That was what we said. We left the burden of for INEC to determine the mode of transmission of votes. The Senate President Akpabio insisted that the Senate did not remove the electronic transmission of election results, clarifying that lawmakers only question the requirement for real-time transmission. Well, he said the transmission this time mean, is this not clear enough, or should I bring a bucket to keep donating your tear? Of course, this na wetin Akpabio wetin he talk during the gathering of today, because he talk all these things, say this na wetin exactly wetin Akpabio talk, because he say everything when they talk na about the transmission of the result. You know, say Nigeria na so we dey always dey talk our own for here. He said that is the only way to save Nigeria democracy, by ensuring vote of Nigeria count. If not, the vote of Nigeria my bad, if they talk say the vote go count, because we all dey here, we see wetin happen for 2023, because by carrying one place to the other, na so the story dey knack dey go from one place to the other. Please don't forget, if you are just joining us, you can help us to like this program and also help us to share. If today is your first time of seeing us, please kindly follow our page. It is just free. He said they should mobilize youth all over the country for the exercise. We don't say they fit mobilize youth for the exercise, but at least for you now, when they talk, you no go fit just sit down for front of your phone or for front of your computer. They talk there. When the time to come out go reach, nobody go gree come out. Then who you want make it come out? Because you know say this na the problem when this Nigeria Senate or Nigeria people, when they get with us, because they know that Nigeria people, they are too quiet. They cannot do anything, because if care is not even taken now, all these things when we dey talk now so we go talk and within 2 or 3 days they go see and say this whole issue e go die down, and they go forget Nigeria, they go move on, because we know say we Nigeria we dey like make we dey move on quick. They go forget all this whole issue about transmission or not transmission. They go say after all, at least everyone got to live his or her own life. See, this is not the problem when they always dey face for Naija. I said why should they reject electronic transmission if they do not have interior motive? At least that's not the big question when we dey ask them. Why should they reject it if they did not have a interior motive? I think it is high time for protest in the National Assembly about the e-transmission of a result. Of course, that is what we are saying. It is hard time that everybody have to come out to protest, to ask them what is the reason for this. He said, I totally in support. We all should mobilize and join them. Enough is enough. This is only way to serve our country. People who are not even good enough to head a secondary school are becoming the president because of ringing. Of course, we all see what is going on in our country, because even people as this our brother they talk for here, people were not supposed to be secondary school a teacher, they don't become a president, become a governor in other state. Because Nigeria now one kind of country where we say anything if it happen, because after all they will tell you say after all these things now they will tell you say go to court, when they know say if you go to court nothing will happen. Somebody like Wike now, when they build house, they give all those judges, then tomorrow now you go come tell you say Wike will come tell you say go to court. If you are going to court, who are you going to meet in the court? Is it not the same group of Wike families and friends? It is Wike families and friends that you are going to meet in the court. Then by the time you met them in the court, what did you expect them to do for you. So you see that they will have nothing to offer you that to obey the rule of their paymaster. So that is why we are seeing what we are going through in our country today. He said that without red eye, those people will never know how to seriously the general are involved in the politics of today. Of course, we all know those people who are involved in this kind of politics. Please don't forget, if you are just joining us for the first time, please help us to like this page. It is just free, and you can also give us a thumbs up also. He said that it does not amount of anything. Atiku and Obi, who lose the primary, will quit the party, which we save air to Asewaju through transmission or not transmission, change nothing. Of course, activists supporting APC to organize their counter protest, no intimidation. We know say at least if all those people now they gather, na so we go still see counter protest when e go say they support this ongoing issue of result, because we always know them, because as these people now they organize now saying they want protest, so also the government will also go and bribe people to come and protest. It is a counter protest, because the main thing is that those people that they are going to bring, are they not part of Nigeria? Are they not going through what others are going through in Nigeria today? When you are supporting evil, when you are now coming to support the evil that is going on in your country, that is the big question, and we need to ask whoever that is coming to support them, because Nigeria is for every one of us. So we need to stand up to make sure that Nigeria work for everyone, not for a group of people, because every one of us, Nigeria is ours. I said yes, that's a counter issue. God's good one, enough is enough. Are we ready? That's not the big question where we go see ask ourselves again. Are we ready? Compulsory e-transmission, type the way we want it. Of course, that's not the way when all of us want it in the National Assembly, either they like it or not. You know, there's one thing I always say, that sometimes can we say that maybe the youth we have in Nigeria are the problem? We don't really know, because sometimes the youth we have in Nigeria are the problem, because they don't really know what it is paining them, and they don't really know the kind of power they have, because it's very surprising for every one of us to see that today it is the youth that we have that are also supporting these old politicians, because meanwhile they are telling you, the young one, that you are the leaders of tomorrow. Because how long will these politicians, how long will they leave the power for you? Because they are telling you that you are the leaders of tomorrow, but they remain in power. When are they going to leave that power so that you now become the leaders of tomorrow? So it is something that is annoying for any person of any youth supporting these old politicians, because some of those old politicians, you see there that some of them that you are seeing today in power, some of them have been in politics since 1999 till date. Some of them have been in politics. Some of them have even worked under the military regime, but today they are still in power, enjoying freedom. They are enjoying politics. But you now, as a young man, you have nothing to do. You have no job. You are clapping hand. Or we are clapping hand and say that yes, the APC will win. APC is the alpha and the omega. APC will lead the Nigeria to paradise. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of yourself for you now clapping hand for those old politicians? In anywhere you see that maybe they are discussing issues concerning politics, you will be the one to be there saying that nothing will, APC is untouchable. APC is the one that will move Nigeria from grass to grace. It is a very pity for us to have been hearing all these issues today, because looking at the whole system of Nigeria, nothing is working. Are you talking of light? Are you talking of road? It's a very big shame that at least if anyone should say that Nigeria is a giant of Africa, what kind of giant of Africa are we when we have nothing? In Nigeria that cannot generate 24 hours light, being the population, look at the kind of population we have, but the people are just a puppet to the politicians, and the politicians they feel so pompous to the grade that Nigeria has given them, because they know that Nigeria can never be anything, and Nigerians cannot do anything for them. Look at what is happening in the north today. The people continue keeping quiet and say that all is well. Nobody wants to talk, because if you talk, they say that maybe you are siding one side, maybe you are APC, you are PDP. Of course, we must all continue to speak, because Nigeria is ours. Not about who's to win election, but what we are saying, that who will make Nigeria great. That is what we are looking for. Because as we can see that today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been on power now for at least for 2 years plus. What are you saying that at least since the beginning, since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been in power, this is one particular thing that this is one legacy that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have lived, that if maybe today now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu leave power, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be remembered for. What is that thing that you think that today, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu leave power today, he will remember for? What I know that he will remember for, it is just because what they are saying, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the only president who was bold enough to remove a fuel subsidy. By removing fuel subsidy, what have you gained, you the ordinary citizen? If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decide to remove a fuel subsidy, what have been your gain? Because removing fuel subsidy, it only benefit those who are dining, who are eat and dining with him. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu removing fuel subsidy only benefit the politicians, only benefit the upper class. Meanwhile, there are some citizens who are suffering because they did not care. Well, I leave you all now to answer this question. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decide to leave power today, what will he be remembered for? What will APC be remembered for? That is the big question we need to ask ourselves. Thank you all for joining. Please don't forget, if today is your first time of seeing our video, please kindly like our page, follow, and also help us to share. Thank you all and have a very good evening. Thank you all and see you in our next video. Bye bye for now.